Do you feel like you got robbed when you didn't secure the Money in the Bank cash-in?
Yes. Even with the moment I had with Roman and he hit me with the, your daddy's not here anymore. In that moment, I wanted to say, put my headphones on. So you tighten that or something?
Yeah, so as the weeks go on, they'll adjust the angle. So it's at 30 degrees now, and then we'll go to 45 and then 60 and then 90 and hopefully just be like bending it. Because the tension's like all here.
Yeah.
But this is what I've been saying to people, like really long like recovery, but all things considered, it's like probably like one of the least inconvenient injuries.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because
that's
like,
good.
I can still move. You know, I have my grip. It's not my dominant hand. Like you're a lefty, right?
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I would be.
Bro, it's bad. I broke my right hand once. I'm a righty. It's bad, bro.
You broke it from boxing or something?
No, well, yeah, I guess technically I was boxing. I punched one of those boxing machines that like measures your score.
Oh, yeah.
And there was a cement pillar like right behind it. And I just cracked it. That's why I have the titanium rod in my fist.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wait, that means your finisher is like super finisher.
No, I know.
You kind of have the breast.
Hey, no joke. Feel this knuckle. Feel the top of this knuckle right here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, bro. It's like a mallet.
That's a weapon, bro.
Yeah, no, I know. My knuckle. They said I would never box again, and they just actually I can box again. They just made me a fucking super fist.
Dude, they always say that
they do always
things won't happen.
Why do they always say that?
They are always wrong.
They're always wrong. They're like, you're never gonna be able to run again. I'm like, I broke my hand, bro. I think I'm gonna be all right.
That reminds me of C.T. Fletcher. I remember like a motivational like video with him, and he did something, and like he said he sat up against a wall for like 6 months, like he couldn't walk, do anything, and the doctor told him like he'd never work out again, and he was like, "That's the best advice they ever gave me."
Yeah,
he's like, I was so inspired.
Yeah, you tell a motivated person that they can't do something, they're gonna find a fucking way to do it. And
100%.
Well, dude, bro, thanks for joining us.
Dude, I'm so excited.
Yeah, this is cool.
I feel like I was here, and then it got taken away because of the match.
I know.
And I was so confused in that moment too. Like getting in the ring at the end, and I'm like, hold your title. And you're like, I can't. I can't, bro.
No, I was cooked, bro. I knew when it happened. So many things went through my mind, but one of the first things, like my second or third thought after my first one being, I'm fucked. This is very bad. My second one is like, I gotta tell the guys, and they're gonna be so just like gutted, bro. The look on your face. We were in the ring.
Dude.
The match hadn't even ended. And I was like, I tore my tricep. You were like, you looked at me, and I
just didn't know what happened next. Like I was like, we're on top of the mountain, and
I know.
Now we're gonna go down the mountain.
No,
but
bro.
we didn't.
No,
we didn't go down the mountain.
I know. Well, because that is what was it's kind of nice being division. There's more than one of us.
That's right.
You know?
I remember Breaker telling you in the room though, he was basically saying like, I don't think it's like that bad. And then the craziest part was you just touching it, and you're just like, it's gone. It's gone.
Completely gone.
And I was like, what does that even feel like? And I remember touching like my arm, and I'm like, so this is gone? Like that whole muscle? Bro. Yeah. I don't want to lose a tricep, man.
No, you can't.
Like it's one of my best qualities.
It is, Austin. You have huge triceps.
You guys want to see?
Show.
Yeah, that's all I got. I can't turn too
that
much
thing's
here.
not getting detached anytime soon. That's locked in, dude.
We got a match tonight. So
yeah, bro. Just please be safe out there for me, because bro, people are saying like the vision's cursed. You know, you see the rumors online.
I think it's like, you know, when we all first were out there together, and we haven't had a lot of moments of all of us smack the hell out of it.
Bro, that arm on this podcast is a weapon, bro. I just, at any moment, it just like swings over, dude.
Sorry.
Just dead straight.
Yeah, I feel like there's not a lot of moments like we've had out there together. You know what I mean? Like the whole group. But I feel like in a way, everything that's happened has like kind of shown a little more light on each person in a way. You know, like I feel like me and you, like kind of in the beginning, right? Like Braun is the main focus because he's the first one that, you know, that's the plan, get the world title.
Yep.
And then he had the situation happen, and then it was kind of us. on top of the world, tag team champs.
No, it felt so good. I mean, bro, it's
just when you look at me like that, I feel so bad, man.
I'm not gonna sugarcoat Austin. This fucking sucks.
I bet.
Like I could cry right now.
Wait, you don't have
Don't
to
cry,
tell.
don't cry.
You don't have to tell him about it. Like he gets it. He remembers. I mean, you went through it yourself.
Yeah.
Same type of situation too. You were in a tag team situation, right?
Yeah.
And you had this horrible hernia injury and major repair. What was that journey like for you? And what advice do you have for the kid to getting back in the game? I guess he's older than you.
He is.
So I guess he's
I
not
would call
the
him the
kid.
kid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but to you,
he'll
bro,
always
I'm
be
like
the
a
kid.
little. I'm like a
He'll
little
always
boy.
be the kid to
I'm
me,
like a
dude.
fucking child compared to you.
Wow.
That bit tough.
Thanks, man. That bit tough. That big
tough.
ass.
Kevin's a newborn compared to you, buddy.
Kevin is a baby, dude. Wait, Kevin, how old are you now?
Yeah, how old is
26, man. You're getting there too, bro. Life moves fast, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it was like the hernia, man. I had it for a while. I was kind of, as nasty as it sounds, I was like just popping it back in. I remember we were on a tour and I asked the doctor, I was like, hey, like I feel this thing here and like I'm not sure if it's a hernia or like I don't want it to be like, you know, cancer or anything. And he was like, okay. He was like, well, just go get it checked out and stuff. He was like, but you know, if it is a hernia, he was like, and you can pop it back in and you don't have a problem. He was like, then you should be fine. So that's what I did, just kind of wrote it out. And then I had a match. Right after the match, it was like out for sure. And then I was like,
When
all
you
right.
say it, just for the viewer, right? Because as a ventral hernia sufferer myself, I've been through it. I've got a 12.
Oh, you got that one?
Yeah,
Oh,
that
man.
one is crazy. So when I say it was out, I'm talking about my intestines, right? So like I remember I was at the gym, I was doing sit-ups, and I was like, this looks like that scene from that movie. Is it called Spaceballs? I think where the alien is trying to pop, bro. And I'm like, wait, what is that? What is it coming out of my stomach right now? And it just kept popping out there. Oh yeah, that's your intestine. Your muscle wall has separated, and your intestine is actually sneaking out of your abdomen. And we need to push that bad boy back in there and just stick like a piece of screen door.
Yeah.
You know, like a screen door there, and then
the mesh.
sew it up. So wait, so what when you say it, what was coming out of your body?
So I guess it's like the bottom of the intestines, right?
Yeah,
So if you think of like
thing.
the pelvic wall right here, it's kind of like going out like that, you know? And then it got to the point where it was like there and I couldn't get it back in. And like, I remember after the match, like I went to the locker room, I showered, I kind of felt it and I was like, all right, let me kind of, you know, like just see, like if I just need to calm down a little bit, you know, like the adrenaline and stuff. I get in the car. I remember I was with Dirty Dom and we're in the car and we're riding. And then as we get to the hotel, we're going up the escalator and I like look back at him like, bro, this hernia is killing me. And then Dom being Dom, he's like, what the fuck is the hernia? And then I'm like, never mind. But dude, I remember like going to my room and the pain just started happening. And I remember trying to like lay on the bed, put my feet up, like kind of decline myself and try to push it back in. And it was just getting worse and worse. So I called the doctor. They're at the other hotel. But now I see outside of the hotel, there's an arena across the street. We just wrestled. All the people are leaving and coming to that hotel that I'm at. So I'm just like, dude, this is crazy. Like, they're not going to make it here in time, you know? So finally, they say they're on the way. So I'm like, I'm going to go to the lobby. I go to the lobby, and there's fans down there. And they're like, Austin, Austin. Some people are like kind of whispering, like, can I get a photo? Can I get a photo? I'm just in pain, dude. So,
Just on my intestine is hanging out.
yeah. So I go back up the escalator because this hotel had an escalator to the elevators. I try to hide in the corner, and the people actually followed me. But they didn't see me, but I'm hiding in the corner. And then finally the doctor texts me and he's like, I'm here. I go outside, get in the car. And then everything after that, it was pretty easy. But then, you know, waking up the next day, getting the surgery and then kind of figuring out now, like, all right, so what do I do now? You know, because then I'm thinking of my position on TV wasn't really the best. My contract was coming up. So I'm kind of juggling all these different things, you know, and I'm sure you feel it like, kind of gets a little dark, a little bit.
Dark, brother.
You know?
Yeah.
Like you're just trying to figure it out day by day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I think ultimately I just kind of something I'm big on too with like reading a lot of books, like self-help books, and just always like focus on the now and what you can do like in the day. Quit trying to worry about tomorrow or your career. Like, you know, you put in the work, you know, you got the dedication. So as long as you're set that way, like good will come.
I'm happy we're doing this show right now because I've been sitting, you know, at least sometimes alongside him on this journey since he got hurt, and it's been tough on him.
Yeah.
You know, and I've been around him for the past 10 plus years now, and we've seen dark times, but this one's, you know, he's excited about this. He loves this. It's his passion. He takes it super seriously, obviously.
Yeah.
So.
I feel like there's a bit of like I let the company down a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Did you feel like that at all?
Not at all. No.
Yeah.
Like especially, it's kind of crazy, but finding out that you were coming back today is pretty awesome.
It's fucking sick, bro.
Because usually you're just gone.
I know.
You know, like Reed, you know, Bronson Reed.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just been out.
Well, bro, I can chat shit. I'd love to chat shit.
Yeah.
And on behalf of my boys, bro. Like we saw what happened to Heyman. Got put through a barricade. Like
We need you. We need you. Bro.
I'm here, bro. I what that mouth do? I'll show y'all. I can talk shit, bro.
I don't know if that's the best way to put it, but
I've been saying. Nah, bro, I'm ready. I just realized we haven't done an intro, dude, for you.
Oh, I thought you might have done it when I was
No,
pissing.
I didn't do it, bro. I
do
didn't
it.
do it.
Damn, bro.
I need to stand on this table and stuff.
We do the.
Hit my shit right here.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's a WWE prodigy. He's the current tag team champion.
That's right.
Alongside yours truly, still technically. And he is the future of this business. It is Austin Theory.
Boom. Boom.
Yes.
That felt good.
My brother Austin Theory.
That's right.
All right, there we go.
We're here.
We got it in.
I feel good now.
Yeah, no.
Wait, do you still have the belt?
Not in my possession, but
Okay.
technically.
We do.
Do you still have the belt?
I do.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do. Honestly, I was debating bringing it in here because I didn't know if it'd be a little touchy right now.
No, it's fine.
You know,
Whatever, bro.
but I feel like when the show's on and we're out there and I got it, it'll feel right.
I'm so excited to be here, bro. It's
gonna be fun.
Dude, working with you has been such a fucking delight. And I'm so glad that we got to be tag team champions for that period of time. Because as the outsider, when I was watching my peers and just trying to learn from people, I knew you were very talented and very good at this.
Thank you.
Getting to be your tag team partner, I really got to see just how good you are. You are the real fucking deal, bro.
Thank you, bro.
And I'm not just gassing you up because as I try to explain to people what professional wrestling is, which is basically an impossible task.
It's so confusing to explain.
There's just so many things to consider. It's by far the hardest thing I've ever had to do because you have to have like a 360-degree skill set and utilize all those skills like at the same time. It's basically impossible.
It's crazy.
It is so hard. WWE Universe, we've got some huge news. Your favorite WWE podcasts are recording live at Fanatics Fest, New York City this July 16th through 19th at the Javits Center. Javits Center? Javits Center. Catch live episodes of What Do You Want to Talk About with Cody Rhodes, WWE Now, and of course, your boys Impulsive. We will be there. And that is not all. WWE superstars will be in the building all weekend signing autographs, taking photos, making surprise appearances, including myself. Trust me, you're going to want to be there. Tickets are on sale now at fanaticsfest.com. Grab yours today and we'll see you there. But you do such a good job and there's nothing you can't do. And the behind the scenes work is also as equally as impressive as the stuff in front of the camera. And one thing I found interesting about you and why I give that context is I think part of the reason you are as good as you are, and I found this interesting, this is the only thing you've ever really wanted to do in your life.
Very true.
And you just, you set this goal at what like 12, 13?
I was 8 years old.
8 years old.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm going to be a professional wrestler at 8 years old.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
you made your dream come true.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts. Like just I remember like as I got older too, like people saying like, "Oh, you'll change your mind." And then, you know, and I think it was high school where I was sitting at the table and I finally like it was Arnold. I heard him say like, "If you're afraid to tell people your dreams, they won't happen." So I was sitting at the table and I remember somebody was like, "Yeah, Austin wants to be a wrestler, ain't that right?" And I knew everybody was gonna laugh,
Like clown on
or be
you.
like, "Oh, like it's not this, it's not that, like it's impossible, it's on TV." And I was like, "Yeah, I want to be a wrestler." And then in that moment, I just felt it even more. Like I was like, "Yo, like you really are gonna do this. Like it's gonna happen." And then I was a little bit like right before I turned 12, I went into my mom's room and I was like, "Hey, I need to get started on my career." And my mom's like, My mom's like, what? And I'm like,
Go ride your bike.
yeah, 100%. She's like, what? And my mom worked out a lot. Like she was always in the gym. And she's actually the first person I worked out with. And I was like, I need to go to the gym. I was like, I'm small. Like this will help me like get to WWE as quick as I can. And that's kind of always been my goal. So I worked out with my mom like maybe for a year, started learning kind of stuff on my own, met some guys at the gym that were older than me, took me under their wing, were showing me like, just kind of giving me that like, kind of that like father figure vibe. Cause I never really like had it. I had it in certain people in my life, but like my dad, it wasn't really like that. So it was cool, like finding that in the gym and just going hard, you know? And like, I remember like one guy, his name is Matt Chambers, and I'm working out with him and I had 225 on my back and we do these squats all the way down. Cause I remember when he first saw me squat, I had like 315 on and I squatted like 90 and he was like, all right, that's like a half rep, but okay. I was like, what do you want me to do? He's like, all the way down. Yeah. I remember having 225 on my back. I went all the way down. We're like, we've done so many sets and so many different things. And dude, I don't know how, like now I work out for like an hour. I don't know how then I was working out for like 3 hours. Like it was crazy. We do like laps of lunges around the top. Jeez. And then, but I had the 225 on my back and I was all the way down. And I kind of just like remember being lightheaded and like passed out a little bit, but I kind of came back to myself, but I'm still squatted like in the hole. And I look up at him and he's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, oh, and he's like, get the fuck up. So I like get up. And then I remember telling him, I was like, yo, like I got like this pain in the back of my head. And he's like, just harden the fuck up. And I was like, all right. And then just kind of that mentality in a way, like, you know, obviously be smart when you train and stuff, but like, I love that. And it kind of helped me with like the hunger of like chasing everything in a way.
Sick. Who were you watching when you were growing up getting inspired to wrestle in the first place?
So I always say John Cena. That was he helped me with like a lot of stuff, like, you know, like my dad, like the relationship I had with him, and then getting bullied in like school and stuff. And I just remember being a kid that was like, I'd always stick to like myself, like what I liked. Like I wouldn't try to switch up for anybody or, you know, try to do this because everybody likes it. You know what I mean? I was like, I love wrestling. I was like, I don't try to put that on anybody and talk about it all the time. But like whatever I like and however I'm going to be, that's how I'm going to be. And I was just kind of always like that.
Was it like weird at the time to like when I was growing up, liking wrestling was like a table stakes. Like it was WWF. Everybody was locked in, you know, this was back in the 60s, but you know, it was a different time, you know? But like when you were growing up, like were people mean about it? Like was wrestling didn't have the same allure at the time?
Yeah, I felt like as you went, like, you know, elementary school, everybody's cool and chill. And then I think just people growing up and kind of like a immaturity thing in a way, you know? Like I think middle school, it was like, it was cool, but it was kind of starting to fall off. And then high school, it was like, you don't talk about wrestling, like, you know? And then I was just the kid that was like getting jacked and people were like, this guy says he's going to be a wrestler, you know? And they're like, whatever, that's crazy.
Yeah, it is so unique, man. Like it is like, I think about when I told my friends, like like, hey, I'm going to do Vine. I think I want to be a Vine star. And they're like, yeah, right, stupid.
It's so crazy.
But that was even, I think, more digestible than becoming a professional wrestler. Like it's such a unique thing to want to do. I found it fascinating that you had never done any school sports.
No.
Ever, because you're really athletic.
Yeah.
Like I'm imagining you on the football team and that just never happened.
There was a time in high school where I was hearing from people like they were upset. They were like, why won't he wrestle? Like, why won't he be on the football team? There was a point I was thinking about wrestling. I was like, oh, maybe this will help me like be a little better in the ring when I go to start training. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they told me I had to cut weight, and I was like, I'm trying to get jacked. Like, we ain't doing that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not cutting to 185. I think, dude, junior year, I got up to like 230 pounds, and that's the biggest I've ever been. In high
school, bro?
Yeah. But it was the diet for sure. I was eating everything.
How tall?
I was like probably like 5'11", 6 foot at the time.
You're a big
I'm like 6'1" now. But,
yeah, bro, I'm sure.
Those are like Jake Paul numbers, dude.
I mean,
dude, it hurt.
Now numbers.
Yeah, horizontal. Yeah, that's a big boy.
Bro, that weight, like I would have shin splints all the time. And like speaking of the guy I said earlier, Matt,
shout out Matt Chambers.
Yeah,
if
Matt
you're watching
Chambers,
this episode right now, dude.
He's kind of like my David Goggins in a way. I feel like, you know. But I went to him and I remember he was like the first person that I I remember that was older, and I was like, I want to be a wrestler. And he was like, that's amazing. He was like, you're going to do it. And I remember I told him, I was like, bro, I started running and stuff. And I was like, everything always hurts. Like I get shin splints. He's like, well, try sprints. Didn't work. Try treadmill. Didn't work. Try this. Didn't work. And then he goes, dude, I know you don't look like it. He was like, but you're fat. And I was just like, what do you mean? He's like, because you like, you know, you work out all the time and you lift heavy and do all this stuff, but like you're drinking a gallon of milk a day, you're eating a bag of chicken nuggets, you're eating like these macaroni and mashed potato cups, you're like making sure you eat 2 PB&Js every night. Damn. And like, I get you're bulking, trying to get big. He was like, but now like try to do it a healthier way. So I was like, okay. So I did that and then came down from the 230 and then just started kind of lean bulking from there. But it was like, I felt good about my body, but I like my abs felt hard, but I couldn't see the definition. And I was like, you just can't be jacked and not have abs. You know what I mean? Like that's not the recipe.
No, that's table stakes.
Yeah. It's like when a guy's like, my arms are 20 inches. I was like, but do you have a six pack? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's a game changer.
Yeah. Do you do a significant amount of core or no?
I do. I actually, I will be honest, before the hernia, not as much, but now a lot of it.
Yeah.
A lot of it. Like I would do a little bit of stuff, but now like I just lock in on it.
Yeah.
And it also helps with the back and the hips and stuff
All
too.
of it.
That's for sure.
All of it. It's an incredibly important muscle. I think for wrestling, you got to have it.
I think in general, I don't do any of it obviously, but like I think it's great. It's great like preventative, lower back, pulling muscles, like all that stuff, keeping the core tight is super important for sure.
I worked out with you. Where were we? In Europe somewhere?
Yeah.
Somewhere in
We had a
Europe.
back day.
Yeah. Man, you go hard.
Boy jumped in too, man.
Yeah. You know what you're doing, man.
It's cool, man. It's kind of like kind of wrestling like on the fly, like in a way. Like you just, when I walk in the gym, like I know the muscle I want to hit, but like I know the exercises I need to do, but I kind of like fill it out, like the rep ranges and the way I like do the negatives and just always mix it up. Like it just makes it fun.
Yeah. And you're dialed in on your diet too.
Yeah.
You'd be getting like tuna from Amazon and bringing it to work. I'd just be going to the catering, bro.
Those tuna packets, man. It's a quick meal.
Bro, but you,
They're kind of good. They're kind of good.
Nah, don't say that.
No?
I hate seafood, I'll be honest.
What about flies? What do you think about that?
Yeah, all right.
I love that.
I have never in. I know. I just
Yo.
know.
Oh my
God! Because somebody said on the fly, and I
dude, they're also on the fly.
They're the biggest flies ever.
There's 5 flies on that light.
Dude, each one of those is 5 grams of protein.
Kevin, get a shot of the flies.
Each one of those is 5 grams of protein.
5 grams, 100%.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, dude,
They just want some prime.
Where
that's
would
all.
they?
Yeah.
Where, dude, they're everywhere.
Oh my God.
No, they're
This is more
everywhere.
game.
This is
Kevin,
the
get a
craziest thing
wide.
I've ever seen in my life,
Dude, there's flies everywhere. I'm
Yo,
gonna catch
there's
it.
a swarm. Yo, okay, I was gonna tell you, can you go for it? You should be able to get one of these bad boys.
They're big and fat and slow. Slow flies.
Maybe you say this today, like in the promo about Baltimore, you know?
It flies
There's
everywhere.
flies everywhere.
You have any weird skills? He likes to catch flies with his hands. Do you have any weird skills like that?
Wow, that's...
I can do it. I've done it.
Another thing is he manifests, so he says it. I don't know. I haven't seen him catch that many.
You know who I have seen do that? Not to go away from my secret talent.
Mr. Miyagi.
But Hurricane.
Can catch flies.
Dude, I watched him just grab a fly, and then I watched him just punch a fly out of the sky.
That dude's the goat, dude.
Hurricane Helms?
Yeah.
He's the goat.
He's amazing.
Dude.
The
He's
funniest
best.
thing was like we were texting one day, and he just sent me a not a GIF, but a like emoji of a fly.
Yeah.
And I didn't really understand. And then he was like, "You think I just sent you a fly?" I was like, "Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know what you were talking
because
about."
he knows that he could do this thing.
Like he was trying to tell me about the joke, you know. And I was like, it just went over my head, and I'm like, "Why is he sending me a fly?"
Yeah.
You ever talk to him about you ever geek out with him about movies? Shane?
About movies?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
He has the craziest movie list ever.
No, I
Really?
know. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Ever, dude. He's like a full on, and I know you're into horror movies.
Yeah.
Which is why I bring it up. He's like a full on movie fanatic, dude.
Wow.
Like he's seen every movie. He tries to watch every movie that comes out. He's got a list. Next time you talk to him, what are your top 3 horror movies of all time?
I will say the first one because it was like the first one I ever saw, and my grandma introduced me to it, and she's like my best friend, like R.I.P. The Shining.
Dude, one of
Wow.
the classic horror movies ever.
Dude, I was terrified of that bathroom scene.
Yeah.
And the old lady gets out, and she's like,
Yeah.
dude,
Crazy.
that one for sure. Other 2, I always loved Jeeper Creeper, man.
It's a good one.
Like when they drive by and he's throwing the bodies down the thing and he just sees them.
It's a good one.
That one got me. And then I always loved Chucky, man. I would have to say, I remember seeing Bride of Chucky a lot.
Yeah.
I think as I got older, that's when I saw the old school, the originals. But Bride of Chucky was just always like so cool to me.
Do you try to stay up to date on like new horror releases? Because there's some horror as a genre is on fire right now.
Fire.
It
Yeah.
is on. It is like
Dark entities are hot right now.
dude. It's like the core. I mean, we're talking about $250 million. These movies are coming out and they're making them on smaller budgets, but you know, you've got Obsession.
Dude, I'm sorry. This is crazy. I'm just seeing these flies.
I don't know what to say.
The fact that they're also
they're flying
huge.
behind
They're
you. like,
huge.
it's-
Brother,
yeah.
how did they all get in here, dude? What are they after? I wish we could find a way to communicate with them.
It's the Arnold classic of flies.
Yeah, no,
They're here
for
to
real.
compete today, you know?
The movie's Obsession and Backrooms, and then our buddies, the Rocket Twins, have been making some great movies with A24. I mean, there's a lot of really good. You got to do like a good weekend coming up and like binge on some new
Check
stuff.
those out. Yeah, I think I'm the kind of guy, like kind of like everybody else, like when I hear about it, I hear about it. Like I'm not really on the search. But Otis in the locker room, dude, he's a big horror guy and he knows everything.
Yeah.
And I love when he's like, he like gives him a movie, like one of the refs like told him to watch this movie and he watched it and he's like, brother, it's just like heat the whole time. It's like there's never a shine, a comeback. There's never a good finish. It's just heat the whole time.
Yeah.
Like him putting his like wrestling, like speaking into it it makes it great.
You guys all do that. You do it a lot.
We
bro.
do,
It
yeah.
took me a second to catch on to like
lingo.
the lingo.
Tell me a moment.
Like I remember the first time you were like, you before I knew what it meant, you were like, yeah, shoot. Like, was that a shoot? And I was like, bro, what does that mean?
Was this pre-Hulk podcast
Yes,
or
pre-Hulk
post?
podcast.
Oh my
Yes.
God.
I would ask you if something was a work, and I knew work. Like, obviously, that's like intuitive. Shoot. At one point, I just shoot meaning like it's
like,
real.
what's going on
This
here?
is real. This is actually happening. Work meaning like we're working. This is a bit. And then also you in context a lot. You go like, yeah, man, that popped me.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that popped me.
Big
Like,
pop,
Yeah,
big
big
pop.
pop. That got a big pop out of me.
Like, what's this guy talking about?
No, I get it now. Now you got me saying it.
Let's go.
And but when I say it to people who aren't wrestlers, they now are like,
They're you.
fuck
They're
you
you.
talking about,
They're you
bro?
now.
I feel bad sometimes when I see like a terrible video and I'm like, man, that guy's selling his ass off. But
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
really hurt. Like got hit by a car, or
Yeah,
like
yeah.
something crazy, you see on the internet these days and just use like wrestling terms for it.
What he's selling, bro. Selling at the corner, dude.
Bro, great finish. Yeah.
Hey yo! I'm sorry. I used to do it in my vlogs. It's the entrance for my theme song. Hey yo, I'm sorry. I got 2 shirts up on WWE Shop Fanatics right now. I hate Logan Paul. Yes, I am the one behind it. You gotta monetize the haters and still humble because after all, I am your humble king, and I'm gonna stay humble because I'm just that humble. You can grab my shirts and all WWE merch, hats, tees, replica title belts, superstar collections on WWE Shop and Fanatics. Get yours today. Back to the show. So look, you worked your ass off in high school. You wanted to become a wrestler, and then you did, man.
I did it.
And you rose through the ranks, right? But you came into the WWE. You got signed as a professional wrestler in the biggest professional wrestling organization very quickly. Vince McMahon called you his protege.
I don't even know if we could say his name. I mean, I don't know.
It's 2026, dude.
we're
They
good.
did. So I don't know if you know this, but this
100%.
weekend they actually did a UFC event over on the White House lawn. So
you should be all right.
dude. I'm pretty sure you can say pretty much.
Yeah, there was some
anything you want
crazy
at this
stuff.
point.
The one guy
Listen.
said Michelle Obama's a man. That happened on the White House lawn. That
Bro,
was
honestly,
that was
fuck that
alarming.
guy, dude.
Yeah,
That
that
dude
was
sucks,
that was.
dude.
If he didn't say that,
It's just so corny. Like, just win the fight and say something normal. This is like,
well, yeah, just why that though?
because there's a whole like super corny like
That's pretty deep.
like world of like Twitter, and they talk about this like conspiracy shit.
That one's just weird. That one's just weird. She's not a man.
It's corny.
Like that's
dude.
where it ends for me. It's
corny.
Like she's
Maybe
definitely
there's
not
like
a
a
man.
beef he just has. Like,
No. Do you know the
Just trying to
story
make
about
noise.
it? There's
I
a whole
don't.
story.
No,
there.
no.
We don't have to get
we don't
into
gotta-
it.
I don't know
but
it.
There's a whole story there.
So
Anyways,
so look,
go ahead.
Vince McMahon called you his protege. You came in here. You started kicking ass quickly. You had this like kind of like meteoric rise. You were on par to be the next guy. Money in the Bank winner, wrestled John Cena, beat John Cena, at WrestleMania. Talk to me about coming into the WWE and being thrown into the deep end at such a young age.
So I remember my time in NXT, and it was like kind of just, I felt like I was there, you know? And then something started to work when I was in the group The Way. I just started being, you know, like showing more of my humor and being more funny, you know, showing that. And then I feel like that's kind of the tip of it for me in NXT. And then when I got to the main roster, I didn't even kind of realize like Vince was like pushing me and behind me until like, I remember when I won the US title and I became the youngest US champ. But at the end of that match, Vince wanted all the heels to come out, hold me up in the ring. And then as I left the ring, he came out at the end on the stage and held my arm. And I think in that moment, I was like, whoa, like something's going on here.
Yeah.
Like we're going places, you know? But yeah, I feel like I always knew like I would do great things here, but just not the detail of them, you know? I mean, it's been a crazy ride, you know?
It's been nuts.
But I guess like anything in life, you know, you have the ups and the downs. And I really feel like kind of coming down a little bit and just kind of reflecting and figuring out like, where can I be better? What could I do? Okay, maybe I need to switch the character and I need to do something else. And just, I think that's just always a thing you're trying to, you know, be fresher on because we're on TV every week. So it's like trying to give somebody something different all the time. But yeah, that was that time period specifically. I believe that was between like the end of 2021 and then 2023. But crazy.
Do you feel like you got robbed when you didn't secure the Money in the Bank cash in?
Yes.
You do?
Yes. I will say like it, I'm going to go and run the play always, you know, if we really need it to be this way. I think for me, I just felt like, you know, even with the moment I had with Roman, I believe it was at maybe Barclays Center, and he hit me with the "your daddy's not here anymore." In that moment, I wanted to say the same thing to him, you know, because in a way, it's like he was a Vince guy as well, you know? Not in a way, he was. But I felt like, yeah, just there could have been a moment. Like I knew like I wasn't going to get the title off Roman, but even just building it to seem like, oh, here we go. And then, you know, I could lose to him, whatever, you know, but like just give it more of a payoff because it felt cool, man. Like I did a lot of cool things with it. And I still think it's funny how like I have it in my office hanging and it's real dented. And I love when people see it and they're like, bro, you murdered people with that, huh? I'm like, no, Brock Lesnar murdered me with it. And it sucked. Crazy.
You brought up before that John Cena was a big inspiration for you growing up, or maybe like the inspiration. What was it like? Walk us through what it was like defeating John Cena at WrestleMania 39.
Man, that whole process was crazy. Like even the promo, like talking to him. I even went down to his gym and we had dinner and we were talking and everything. And I just remember him telling me, he's like, "You're not a bad guy. Like I want you to be you." And I remember just being so confused because I was like, man, I'm like this like obnoxious, over the top, cocky heel. And he's like, I feel like that's not going to last too long. Like you got to be yourself. And I was like, how do I do this? Like, you know, like I'm a bad guy. And I even remember him telling me it was after that match at Mania. And that match, like to me, I have a picture as a kid holding my little brother and I had a cardboard cutout of Cena in my room. Amazing. And that was always my dude. So like, just having that match with him and like how like awesome he was through the whole experience. Yeah, that'll just stay with me forever. And something cool too, like my grandfather's always taken the father figure role for me. And when I was a kid, he told me, because he knew I always wanted to be a wrestler, he's like, all I ask from you is when you face John Cena, that I get a hot dog and a Coke in the crowd when that happens. And I told my girl that day and she brought it to him. And
oh my
like,
God.
Crazy moment, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, after the match, I remember Cena telling me, he was like, hey, I went and talked to Vince and I told him, you're not a bad guy. So hopefully that helps you become a good guy. And I was like, let's see. And then I'm
look at you. You're still a bad guy, bro.
I'm a bad guy.
Your Cena impression is actually pretty funny.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty accurate.
Yeah, he's awesome, man. He's just
incredible.
Dude,
Incredible person.
He's like a high advanced computer on another level. Like
yeah, he
just,
really is.
but also so human at the same time.
100%.
Like, it's just how it's so wild how far out of his way he will go to make everyone feel worth it and make everyone feel valuable in some way. I mean, he's just such an incredible person.
Yeah. And in this business, Mike, for young wrestlers like Austin, myself, he will go out of his way to give you the knowledge that he's had over the past 2 decades or so of wrestling. Like, I'm sure you learned a ton from him along the way. Can you share a piece of advice or something that he taught you?
One of my favorite things was doing the match at Mania. Like, I knew like the finish and like me biting his ear and stuff. Because I remember he asked me, he's like, do you know who Evander Holyfield is? I was like, yeah. He's like, we'll do something like that tonight. And I'm like, all right, cool. And then, so I knew about that, but just going out there on the biggest show that we have right there, like in LA in the SoFi Stadium, and just knowing that like I went out there not having a bunch of stuff to memorize. And I remember one part, he's in the corner and I'm in the middle of the ring and I'm like, you know, the crowd's booing me. And then I hear him in the corner and he's like, whenever you're ready, come give me a splash. And if that's weird, just give me a clothesline. And then whenever you're ready. So I'm like in the middle of the ring doing my thing. And then I just like look at him and then I run into the corner. And as soon as I hit him, he's like, we're going to do the comeback soon. Like he's awesome, man. Like,
Dude, he's so good.
But the thing that stuck out to me the most was after he told me, he said, just remember, every show we do is a live event. This is the biggest show we have. We treated it like a live event. And I'm like, yeah, you're the best.
Yeah,
He's incredible.
Yeah.
He's in that upper just echelon of like the greatest of all time.
Yeah. And I think with him, it's he just not afraid to fail or just like humiliate himself, you know? And I remember him saying that to me. He was like, I'm just the one that's, you know, not afraid to like be humiliated, you know, like just humility, you know what I mean? Like just go for it, you know, try stuff. Fail.
Yeah, he did that. Was it at the Oscars where he went on there naked or something?
Dude, who would do that?
I mean, I thought it was awesome.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But like who could really like, you know, you meet a lot of people that have that energy and could be like, oh, they do it. But like when the moment comes on a level like that, you know, like Leonardo DiCaprio's in the crowd and Denzel Washington. And
no, he doesn't give a fuck. Which is awesome. I texted him about it. I was like, that was so good. And he texted me back, comparison is the thief of joy. Because I think everyone is just like, maybe they're afraid to do it in their like little minds, but
humility,
just out there,
man.
bro. Yeah.
Turned into another conspiracy theory.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, the humiliation ritual.
The Hollywood
Man, people are so
humiliation
weird.
ritual. Dude, it's so
That's a thing
it's
out
such
here.
a
I
weird
tell this
world.
to people, bro, like,
No, it's not a thing.
Well,
No, that's what I'm saying. That's a thing we
yeah.
people will make things up to rationalize their own reality, to make their thoughts seem believable. They'll believe made up shit that doesn't exist. It's like a lot of people are living in like delusional land.
I love how you said that because this week I was gone for like 2 weeks. I wish you were with me, my dog, on those shows. But yeah, like when I came home, it was maybe like at midnight. Me and my girl were asleep, and we heard this crazy, just like it sounded like an earthquake. It was just like a rumbling. Apparently, it was like a sonic boom or something. What the fuck? But people were saying it was like the UFOs and the aliens, and
Where?
that stuff starts getting deep.
Where?
Like, that's another one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
This was in Florida, but it was like dude. The sound was crazy. People have like I saw on TikTok like people have like their Ring camera footage, but you can just hear it. Like
I think I
sounded
saw
crazy.
that.
Whoa.
I remember waking up and my girl goes, "Did you hear that last night?" And I was like, "I thought that was in my dream." It sounded crazy.
Well, I think some of the issue is that protecting your home from uninvited pests.
That is an insane thing to see on the
we
TV
need that
in
right
this
now,
moment.
dude. We need those guys.
Unbelievable. Call them, rewind them, and call it.
I think part of the problem is that some of the stuff ends up being true. Okay,
Yeah.
and anytime you have a little bit of validation through something that is right or happens, it all of a sudden gives 1,000 other theories, a little bit of credence, right?
Yeah.
And so that's kind of the problem. You know, we live in a very, very strange time right now, dude.
It's very interesting.
Where like everything that science is distrusted, things that we used to believe as true are no longer true, and things that we used to believe as like conspiracies are now people are believe. It's just a wild time.
I always feel like now, like we're figuring more stuff out, but I feel like we're so far from like what's really going on. Like we don't know what's going on.
No, we don't.
I agree 100%.
You know what I mean? But
going on.
I think we're so easily distracted by things, Like you can put a new thing on the news or a new trend, and it's like half of like the percentage of the world is like gone to that. You know what I mean?
It's a little sad. It can be good. It can be good in some ways too, but it's kind of sad.
Yeah.
Something I've been distracted by a lot lately is, and I got to ask you guys this: is Maxxine Dupri joining the Vision?
Oh man. Hey, we talked about this, man.
Yeah.
What's he doing?
Yeah. I don't know. I told him not to mention it. I want to cut that shit out.
I might have not got that in the PDF.
Yeah.
That was a no-go.
Sorry, is that?
Yeah. I had to send him like 3 PDFs.
No. He doesn't always listen.
Yeah.
He didn't listen to his mom
Yeah.
when she said don't do crack. Look at him now.
Sorry, Mom, and sorry to the Vision for this question.
Yeah, like
I have a question.
there's a vision though.
There's a vision.
That's all I'll say on that.
Always, brother.
There's a vision.
Oh, that's interesting. The fuck put this in the PDF?
One other thing I found surprising about you.
Uh-oh.
You've never taken a sip of alcohol. Or at least at one point you had never taken a sip of alcohol.
That's very true. I was a long part of my life I was straight edge, but then me and my boy,
Oh boy,
we won the tag team championships in Madison Square Garden.
don't tell me this right now, dude.
I was on a private jet, flew to the beautiful island of Puerto Rico. I was at the Ritz-Carlton. I had a drink.
Your first ever drink.
Yes.
Brother, you got to stop doing this to people.
But I will. Hold on.
He did it. He did it to Mr. Beast too.
I will
He
tell
did
you.
it to Mr. Freaking Beast, dude. You gotta stop turning people on
just
to
one
substances.
drink.
I'll be
dude.
honest though, on the plane, he was like, "Wait, this is your first drink? It'll be your first drink?" And I was like, "Yeah, And he was like, "Don't do it."
Yeah, I know. He's good.
He told me not to do it.
Yeah.
But I will say, I tried it. It's not my thing, man. I'm just like,
Do you want to know why I have an outlook on that, a perspective on it?
let's hear it.
You grew up, dude. You were 8 years old. You knew you wanted to be a wrestler. You wanted to get in the gym. You wanted to lift. Now, I could be wrong, but you're so hyper focused, bro. You got those doors, those barriers built up, and you're so hyper focused and locked in, and you got the blinders on everything outside that those demons can't get to you. I don't know, maybe they can, but a lot of people do drinking and drugging and all the things because they got to party with those demons, bro. The demons like to party. That's how you keep them. That's how you keep them quiet. You know what I'm saying? Because otherwise they sneak up and scare the shit out of you, like fucking The Shining, right?
Do you have a lot of demons?
I've got a ton of them, dude. Been dealing with them.
Like as many as these flies?
Way
More.
more, dude. And they
flies
like
are
to
light
party.
work.
They like to party.
They like to party.
They were partying last night.
They like to party. They like to fuck. They like to do a lot of stuff. Dude.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? And if you don't deal with them in a proper way, that's how you deal with them, right?
Just fuck everybody.
Well, yeah.
fuck everyone.
So that demon still can be around from time to time. The substances I've got quite good with, but that's my perspective on it with you. Is it seems like you're so locked in that you don't need them.
Yeah, I actually like that perspective because I think like people will go like, oh, like for the gym, right? Like working out, staying in shape. Like, yeah, but it's easy for you. You've been doing it since you were 12 years old. But it's like, dude, there's so many days, more than there are that I want to be in there, that I don't want to do it, bro.
Yeah, of course.
Like even when I go in my garage, I'll just sit in there and I'm just sitting there with no music on sometimes. And I'm just like, well, in about an hour, like shit's going to be awesome. But right now it fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Especially if it's like a quad day. Oh man. It's just murder in there, but the feeling after, that's what I'm chasing.
That's what I'm so happy that you said that because that's what I always try to push to the people is like people that are just starting.
Yeah.
And they're like, dude, why would I want to do, and I'm talking about like, it could be anything. Dude.
Yeah.
I fucking love I go to the gym religiously. I might just do the elliptical. I might do nothing, dude.
Yeah.
Right? I might do 10 minutes. I might be on my phone for a little bit, but just get a sweat going.
Get it going.
There's never going to be a day in your life, no matter what happens, well, unless you pull a tricep or something, but where you go to the gym and you walk out feeling worse than you did when you went in.
100%.
It is the one place that you are guaranteed to walk out feeling better than you walked in. Unless, of course, you pull a tricep.
I just definitely just had a couple days where I just cook myself.
The worst?
Just cook myself. Yeah, like I go too hard.
Okay. I don't know if I could.
It's so rare. It's so rare, but like it happens.
But you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying from a theory. As a theory.
There's a theory.
That's a theory. One of my favorite things is I actually heard it yesterday because sometimes I'll listen to music when I train, but sometimes I find like these cool videos on YouTube where it's like a mix of just like motivational people saying like cool things.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
And it's kind of like for anybody, right? Like music, like I could share a song with you and you're like, oh, it doesn't hit for me. But there's a certain thing in that song that hits for me. It's the same thing with those videos. I hear like one guy say something and it hits. And I remember I was doing like this shoulder workout yesterday and there's just like a puddle of sweat under me. And I was feeling good. And I just remember David Goggins on the video. He goes, only an hour of your day you have to spend working out. Just an hour. That sucks. In your day, out of your whole 24 hours, you got 23 left. Just 1 hour. Just do what sucks for 1 hour. And look what you'll get, you know? Yeah. And then I love this other guy. He said stacking days. Just stack days, bro. Like no matter how, dark things get with an injury or whatever's going on in life, just stack days, one at a time.
Yep.
Get a little better at something each day, but it doesn't have to be everything, you know? And I noticed too, I wonder with you as well, like, sometimes you feel like you're trying to do too much, like you're trying to be good at everything. You know,
I feel the opposite.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm not doing enough.
Well, I guess like I kind of mean that in a way, but you're just trying to be good at everything. But there's always more to do. You know?
Yeah.
He's an anomaly, dude.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
No, you kind of are.
No, Mr.
Dude.
Beast is an anomaly.
No, because Mr. Beast can't also body slam a man through a table. He can't. He's really good. Mr. Beast is the best of all time, greatest of all time at making videos with high retention rates on YouTube. No one will ever. He's absolutely incredible. Dude, you are just like, I'm going to do the biggest Pokemon thing. I'm going to have the biggest podcast. I'm going to smash this dude through a table. I'm going to box Floyd Mayweather. I'm going to do, and then you just do all the things. Yep. I hate to glaze you because I know I always get called out for it, but it's true. Is it not true theory?
It's very true. It's not a theory.
It's a fact.
Yeah,
I see what you're saying.
No, I mean an anomaly, bro.
I thank you for saying that, Mike. No, I feel like personally, I kind of have to. I have a bit of like occupational ADD. Like I got it. My mind gotta be bouncing around and staying busy and doing stuff.
I feel that.
And I'm super goal oriented, and hyper driven. My did have a great father figure who just instilled like just a gnarly work ethic in me. And a lot of the times growing up, shit kind of did suck. I was doing work that I didn't like. And so when I found something I did like wrestling or sports or like content creation, working hard then came easy because I knew how to work hard on stuff I didn't like. Imagine how hard I could work on stuff I do like.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I feel like I'm not doing enough, especially now with this fucking bum ass tricep.
Let me ask you, when you have like before the injury, when you have like that off day where you don't have to hit the gym and you have less like task you have to fulfill, like do you still feel like what am I doing?
Always.
Dude, same.
Always.
I'm like, bro, your body is so sore. Like,
I know.
Chill. But
Always.
then I'm like, am I missing the opportunity?
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah.
It's crazy. It's like a sickness in a way, right?
100%.
Yeah, but it's also 100%. It's also why you are where you are, bro.
That's so
you
true.
have that thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Both of those things are true because even as someone who doesn't do what you guys do on the physical side, like I obviously do a lot on the other side, I get that. It's really hard for me to ever like relax and like enjoy any type of simplicity or boredom or and dude, people would just be like, yo, let's go like fish or go do this or whatever. And like, I get there and I'm just like, damn, man. Like, I think
about that thing.
Dude, I should be doing this thing right now. And this thing, it's actually kind of messed up. But to your point, it's also the reason. It's the reason why we're here right now. It's the reason why you guys are the undisputed, can't deny it, tag team champion. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is why.
I remember seeing this thing not too long ago. Don't quote me on this, but I think it said like people that are under like 10% body fat, it's like 2% of the population. Yeah. And to me,
I would think it's even less than that.
But that's insane.
No, it's crazy.
But then it makes sense because it's like, well, those are the people that, you know, it's easy for a lot of people to sit around and not do anything, you know, but it's like for that small percentage, it just like eats you alive when you feel like you're just wasting time because the clock never stops, you know?
No, I know.
So it's like whatever you want out of this life, like, and this is something too within the last few years. I feel like I've always like, especially with the wrestling dream, felt like anything you want, you can have. But like within the last few years, like even I'd say during the hernia surgery, I like really realized like, wow, like I really can do and have anything that I want, you know? And I like remember seeing Kanye in an interview, and this is like old, and the guy's like, he's like, I could be in the NBA if I want. And the guy's like, no, you can't. He's like, yes, I can. He's like, no, you can't. He's like, yes. He's like, because my mom said I could be anything I want to be. But it's so true, bro. Like and you know it, like if you believe it, it's yours.
Yeah, manifestations.
Kanye's like the biggest case of like that delusional optimism and manifestation, but he's also a really strong case of
anti-Semitic hatred.
No, that's not what I was gonna say. he's also a really good strong case of how important it is to have that parental figure in your life. Kanye's mom told him his entire life, you are going to be the best in the world. You are going to be whatever you want to be because you are the best. You are the best. You're a genius. You're the strongest. And that's literally how he ended up having that belief set in his life, you know? And unfortunately for a lot of people, they grow up without that parental person in their life, you know, and almost have to create that from scratch.
Yeah.
And that doesn't work for everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like I noticed like for me, it was like, you know, my dad was like a different story, but I feel like if my dad wasn't how he was, like I wouldn't be who I am, you know? And even too, like I hadn't talked to him since I would talk to him kind of on and off when I was younger. But then the last time was when I was 18. And then I remember when the time I had out, it felt like just a time of like getting everything off my chest. And I was like, I think I'll call him because I don't talk to him at all. I was like, maybe I'll call him. So then I called him and his mom picked up and he's like, he lives at his mom's house still. And he's been in prison a lot. The last time he was like 50. I think he's like 53 now. And I kind of just wanted to tell him, like, the first thing I said, I was like, hey, I just want you to know, like, I don't hate you. Like, I don't have any hard, heavy feelings towards you. I was like, this has obviously, like, been a heavy thing on me in my life. I was like, but I really feel like I need to be the man to, like, do this, you know, and just be at ease. And I kind of remember after that, and he might even see this, but I remember him kind of saying, like, hey, like, take your time, however you want to do this and talk and stuff. And I think for me, like, that was it, you know? Like, there's just not really anything else there for me. But I think I just wanted to, like, get that off my chest. Because my whole life, I was, like, searching for, like, who taught me how to be a man? And I even remember on the phone asking him, you know, I was like, who taught you how to be a man? And he was just kind of like, I mean, his dad was not the best, and then his dad's dad wasn't the best. So, you know, it's kind of like domestication growing up for him, right? But it led to me, and my thing is just like, I just don't want to hold like a grudge towards somebody or feel like I really like hate somebody. And I went years trying to figure that out. Like, you know, dang, like this guy's got his dad and like he gets that advice and like he's got that support, and it's different, you know, like you have your mom, but like having your dad, I feel like it's a different thing. So getting that off my chest, it just felt great. You know what I mean? And, like I said, I was trying to figure out like who taught me how to be a man. And then I kind of realized like I did. Cause like my uncle, I noticed with him, he passed away as well, but I noticed with him, like there was like trying to like be something to everybody, but it was honestly like a insecurity, I think. And then I felt like with my grandfather and my grandmother would kind of grab the horns a little more. But I consider my grandfather more of like the father figure in my life. But I think me just learning the lessons, you know what I mean? From like Matt Chambers at the gym and like, you know, just traveling the indies. And I don't think I ever told you this, but like when I joined my wrestling school in Atlanta at 18, it was in the back of a strip club. Like it
wasn't Magic City, was it?
Nah, it wasn't. It was Club Wax. So very like bad area. But just like putting myself in those situations of like, yeah, there's a bunch of dudes out front and they have guns, you know, but I'm going to walk past them to get to this wrestling school because I have this dream, and like go to the gym every day and like just put it on my back. And even when the hernia thing happened, I was like, well, I mean, you knew where you were before, you know, you've seen the top of the mountain and you've, you know, kind of in a way fell. And now it's like, it's up to you, man. Like, it's up to you to work out every day. It's up to you to put in the work. And I remember one day, during that time I was out, I would like write all my workouts on a piece of paper in the garage, and I would tape them to the wall, flip it over, write on the back, have like my back day, leg day, chest day, like all these workouts. And then one day I walked in there and I was kind of down, and then I just looked at the paper and I took them all down, and it was like over 70 workouts. And I was like, bro, give yourself some credit, man.
Yeah.
Like, you know, but I think where I finally land with all that, and I kind of said it, is just like, I just feel like I taught myself how to be a man. You know what I mean?
I love that.
That's
dude.
amazing. That's amazing.
You're a great example of accountability, dude, and self-accountability. And also, like, it sounds like even at your, to me, young age, you've developed this understanding of like silver lining in the struggles of life, and the things that you learn from not having dad around, and things that you learn from the injury. And as Kanye said, to quote him again, everything I'm not made me everything I am.
Yeah.
You know, and you did these things to make yourself proud and to drive your own life, not to make somebody else proud. So, I mean, you're fucking awesome, dude.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate that.
Agree. It's super noble, bro. It's the maturity is admirable. It also sounds like you, and I really admire this. It sounds like you are going to be the one to kind of break that generational chain of the lack of what it means to be a man and fatherhood and what that responsibility entails, which is super admirable, because at some point in your lineage, a chain's got to be broken.
Yeah.
You know,
and I remember seeing like, because my grandfather has always put like the whole family on his back, and like he worked and like he'd bring the check home to my grandmother and be like, do whatever you want. But he works and like he's even retired now and he still shows up to the same job. He gets up at 4 a.m., does the same thing. Damn. But that same work ethic is in my mom. Like I saw my mom struggle with me and my sister like so much, you know, and my dad would send like $9, $18 in child support just to be like a slap in the face, you know. But my mom made it work. And like I'd say with my mom, she's more like she wants to keep you boxed in and safe and don't take the risk. Like I even remember I got the opportunity to go to Mexico and wrestle. And that was like, you know, being somebody that's an independent wrestler, if you wrestle in Mexico, that makes you an international wrestler now. And I was like, I gotta go. My mom's like, the cartel's there and all this stuff and putting this all in my head. And what if you can't get back? And I was like, Mom, I gotta go. And like, she started seeing how I was, and like, she knew I had a good head on my shoulders, but like, I got to do this. Yeah. And I knew it's like being a mom, like protects you, doesn't want you to jump off the ledge, but it's like, fuck, how do I know if I can fly?
I'm a peacock, Mom. You got to let me fly. You got to let me fly.
Let me fly, baby.
Dude, I want to talk about, real quick, I want to talk about the brutality of wrestling.
Oh, dude.
Dude, this is a rough sport.
Dude.
I mean, this is gnarly, bro. Like,
dude, it's crazy.
People throw around the word fake. And I'm just like, yo.
Yeah.
I don't think you have the right idea of what we're doing here.
Dude, it's crazy. I saw a clip the other day. It was like a stunt man, and he's like on like a pulley, and he gets like yanked, and he like perfectly hits his shoulder on the windshield of the car, twists off, and then hits like a semi on the side and falls. And like they get pretty banged up. Yeah. But when I take myself like out of it and I'm like, okay, well, let me put myself in my shoes as a wrestler. It's like, well, we don't have the bungee cord. Like if you're getting thrown like that, you're going to take it, you know? And I mean, you know how it is, like ladder matches, you know, like, or you're going through a table or just anything, you know, laying there, letting a guy jump on you. Like that's a grown man landing on you. Yeah. And if he weighs 250, him coming down is not 250, way more. Yeah. So it's, Well, I mean, also with 50,000 people watching and you're on live TV, there's no safety net. You can't make a mistake. Yeah. And if you do your job and potentially your physical health is in danger. Yeah. It's insane, man. Are there anything come to mind? Like you ever really been rocked in the middle of a match? For sure. Yeah. Getting rocked happens a lot.
Yeah, it does. Like why? That's the other thing, man. Like this, you gotta like, you're really fighting people out there. You're trusting them while you're fighting them. It's just like weird dichotomy. It's just like doesn't make any sense.
It's the weirdest thing in the world, right? Because it's like, hey, this is what's gonna happen, but like this guy gets more over, he gets more money, he gets more fame, more matches, more publicity, and then you kind of do your thing, but it's like, so it's like
that the business,
it's a weird
the business
thing.
of it all is weird.
Very weird.
You mentioned earlier, like, you'll be pitched a creative, and sometimes you're like,
yeah,
I don't really like that,
Yeah.
or like, can we do it a little different, or I don't think I agree with the outcome. How do you personally handle creative in WWE, and are you going to kind of try to steer the ship a little bit, or are you going to be a good independent contractor and do your job?
I like that you brought this up because I felt like that change coming in myself, like right before the hernia, like on the down, I was just kind of like, dang, like I always did all the media. I always showed up everywhere. I always, did the job if I had to do the job. Like I did this, I did that. And it's like, damn, it feels like it's not really like paying off or like helping me. You know what I mean? And kind of now I just, Matthew McConaughey said this, and he was like, there's a difference between a nice man and a good man. A nice man's going to say yes to everything. A good man is going to stand up for what he believes in. And kind of hearing that, I was like, I know what I'm doing. I could put a match together. I can come up with ideas. I've been doing this a long time. I've been respectful. I've been, in these situations, I have equity. I need to do things a little different now when I come back, like I want to be in a different spot. I want to be treated differently, not that I was, being treated bad. It's just kind of being like, hey, like, look what you got here, like I know what I got because I work on it every day and I feel like it could always be better, but I know how good it is. So this is where I stand. So, and I've even had moments with you, where we've been given something and I've kind of like, just been like, and you're like, I don't think Austin Theory says that, And I remember one of those moments with you, and I was like, no, you're right. Like that, this needs to change. You know what I mean? But now it's like, when something's set in stone, when it's like, hey, Logan and Theory need to be in this match, and this needs to happen. Okay, but how we get there, how we do it, doesn't have to be all these rules and all these certain like bullet points. It's like, this is where we step up and we're like, hey, this is what we could do. And I feel like even with you, it's like, yeah, you haven't been wrestling a long time, but the level that you've been put into this at, like, you've got to understand it, dude. You know what I mean? And it's like, yeah, like even me, I'm still learning, you're learning, but it's like, you're kind of understanding like, oh, but that works for that guy. That doesn't work for me.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
Dude, WWE is massively about the ability to tell a story.
Yep.
And whether that's a verbal story or a physical story, it's really just storytelling. I've become a better storyteller because of wrestling. I've been scripting a lot of pretty big YouTube videos this year that are coming out later, but I'm realizing like it's almost becoming second nature, partially because every day we come in here and we talk about what we're going to say for the day, or even building a match. It's like there is a pattern. If you are a astute fan and you pay attention to the matches, you will see like there is a pattern in most matches, and not just in wrestling matches, in movies and in books. Like a good story follows pretty similar beats, and the beats can vary in length, but it's made me a better storyteller. And although I'm not incredibly yet like super articulate in wrestling, I do understand a good story. So I was able to take that skill set, and when I'm being pitched a match or like speaking or a promo talk, I'm able to understand like, yeah, I don't think that character would do that in that moment, or like we're not there yet, that doesn't make sense, or I'm not buying that.
Yeah.
Because I do think wrestling, like where this industry gets really exciting is when things are believable. Like when
100%.
when people are like, "Yo, is that real?" Either asking that question, "Is that real?" or they're completely sold on it.
It's like that gray area, right?
Yeah, 100%. When you look at the future of this business, because man, you're a shining star right now, and like you can go a lot of different directions. Do you have any idea where you see yourself in the WWE in the future?
I definitely believe that it'll be great, but I don't, like I said before, with like dreaming to be in WWE, I don't know what the detail is.
Yeah.
But I think now, like, you know, if you're in this and you're like, oh, I don't want to be the WWE champion or the world heavyweight champion, like, I feel like you should, you know, want to be, you know, and you should strive for that. I just think like if I bust my ass every day and I try my best to find the flaws and the errors and the things I could be better at, it's going to be great, whatever that mountain is, you know? But I definitely see myself up there, like without a doubt.
Let me ask you something. Oba Femi, is he a problem?
You know, I think, you know, somebody that can beat Brock Lesnar, it's very impressive.
I'm a little concerned. I'll be honest with you. I'm slightly concerned. I'm not really concerned about many guys here. Like Oba Femi's like he's a machine, man. I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, but I will say, if when it comes to Oba Femi, I wouldn't want to be by myself. But when I know I got you next to me.
Oh, bro. Different story. Yeah.
Got Braun Breaker with us.
No, this is a numbers game.
When Bronson Reed comes back, like, I say we just jump him.
I agree.
You know?
Why not?
Because, I mean, he's just going to take it all.
Yeah.
And if we just stand on the side, like, there ain't no vision.
Yeah.
But I think we're kind of seeing what the vision's going to be there.
Yeah.
You know?
I agree. Bronson Reed, I think, is just over halfway through his 6-month recovery.
Now, I will say, if I see Oba throw Bronson Reed like that pizza toss,
No, that's slightly concerning.
I think we might need to go to the jet and go back to Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
and
reconvene
Have
a
another
little bit.
drink.
make a
Have another drink.
make a plan.
Dude, I got pizza fucking tossed by Oba.
Yeah,
At the Rumble.
I had before as well. It was my old tag partner Grayson Waller. I actually was about to beat Oba Femi in NXT. It was a triple threat match.
Oh, shit.
1, 2, Grayson Waller pulled the ref. I was like, whole crowd goes crazy. They said, turn on him, turn on Grayson. I walk to the rope. I'm looking at him. He's looking at me. And then out of nowhere, Oba gets up from behind, grabs me from behind.
Horrible.
I'm just like, where am I going? Just throws me across the ring.
Horrible.
Landed, just felt like a sack of shit, man.
Yeah.
It was awful.
Yeah, I thought it was flying for a sec.
After, like it was,
Man, Grayson's
that sucked.
yeah, we don't gotta worry about all that, bro. All right, bro. We gotta have this our next guest on.
Our next guest is an active U.S.
Yeah,
senator.
he's a senator.
Really?
Yeah.
So he's not going to
John
be as good
Fetterman.
as me.
No,
Nah,
dude,
no
this
way.
was fucking awesome, except for the flies.
Yeah.
Flies
I mean,
are
dude,
insane. What's he gonna say about the
I
flies?
think in the middle of this show, we'll do some killing, some fly murders.
Maybe there's a way you guys could say that you purposely brought these flies for him for some reason.
To like show
idea.
him the state of things in this country and what we need to work on.
Yeah.
Like, yo, dude, you're the senator for Pennsylvania. Like, this is not Pennsylvania. This doesn't make any sense. Forget it.
No, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Awesome, bro. Appreciate you coming on, man.
Dude, I
This
had a
has
great
been
time.
Great.
This
Yeah,
was good.
yeah,
I'm excited
man.
for tonight.
Let's go kick ass.
We're going to do what's right.
Yeah.
We're do what's
I
right.
like that.
That's right.
We're gonna do what's right, as we always do, by the way.
As we always do.
In my mind,
Yeah.
we're the good guys.
We are the good guys.
Yes, sir.
Look at you.
Oh, I'm good. Look at you. Look at us.
Look at us.
Look at us, bro.
Look at us.
Austin Theory, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's go.
Tell him to do what's right and subscribe.
Hey, do what's right. Hit that subscribe button. Thank you for watching this episode of Impulsive. We'll see you next week. Take it easy. Peace.